election 2019, how is it different than election 2014 was?
Well, I think election 2014 was built out or played out on the anti-corruption scandals, anti-corruption movement that happened there. And Narendra Modi was seen as the person who would clean the Indian stables, would bring in growth and development all across the country. It was a different scenario because the ancient regime was discredited. They were corrupt and they were exposed and people didn't have confidence. And here was a man who came and who said that he'll sweep the corruption off from the high table and who will focus on growth and development. So I think it was very different. Now this election is all about the future for the soul of India because the opposition has ganged up against one single man. And the opposition has ganged up against one single man for a very important reason, because they feel that he comes to power and rules for the next 5 years. Many of them will no longer taste power or will be reduced to a very small fringe group somewhere. For example, if you look at some of the leaders who aspire to be prime ministers, like the former chief minister of the UP, like the former leader from Maharashtra, like a very rebellious leader from West Bengal, for all of them, they feel that they've got a right to be prime minister in a coalition. And the grand old man of Karnataka, at the age of 86, thinks that his astrologers have told him that he's going to be prime minister and he's trying to contest the election. So they're all ganged up, attacking one man, and the pretender to the throne is coming forward and calling him a chore and calling him all things and abusing him and lying through his teeth about 30,000 crores or somebody's money given to Anil Ambani, which nobody knows what that money is, where it came from. Even his own party doesn't support him. So we're seeing the whole system gang up against one man because that man has stopped corruption, he's stopped influence peddling, he's broken the back of the power brokers in Delhi, and he has focused on the needs of the ordinary man. And I think this election is all about the future of India, about the soul of India, and about the idea of India that we want India to be. The idea of India that we want India to be is a place where every Indian feels wanted, and every Indian is respected, and every Indian has this view that the state will take care of his or her basic needs. And he has taken care of the basic needs of a very, very large number of people. That no ideology will be thrust on them, all will be treated equally without appeasement of any section or creating divisions in society. And that is the dream that the founding fathers gave us. So I think Narendra Modi's campaign this time is all about setting the foundation for new India, setting the foundation for the India 75 years after we got our freedom, and for the time when the young population in this country will be the driving force of the economy, and India is getting its rightful place in the global firmament, where the world respects India for India's achievement, for India's clout globally, for India's economic accomplishments, etc.
So can we say that in election 2014, it was Modi versus another unified pan-India political alternative, namely the Gandhi family, because they were the pan-India, they ruled for a long time, they are an all-India party with a long history. Whereas now, the opposition is not a pan-India, but a kind of a mishmash group of lot of people who seem to be united by just being anti-Modi. I mean, they're not really a pan-India group. There's no pan-India opposition, it seems like. Would you say that is the case?
Well, I would say in 2014, the Gandhi family was broken. The Congress was a broken organization, and it reflected in the getting only 44 seats. They could not put up a fight, and I think they've given up. The body language after 10 years was most of them are given up and accepted that Modi will come to power. But now they're fighting for survival, and but there is no, let's say, a grand effort by everybody to come together. Each one is trying to protect their own terrain and trying to cobble something to come with a common hatred, get Modi. So Modi has become the centerpiece of this election. It is Modi versus the rest.
It is Modi versus the rest, and the rest are not with a positive narrative, but their anti-Modi is the only unifying factor.
Anti-Modi is anti-Modi. They just unified by anti-Modi. And the Congress came with a scheme called Nyai, where they said for the bottom 20%, they'll give 6,000 rupees a month. And their leader goes around saying the money will come from the pockets of Anil Ambani and Nirav Modi and other Modi. And all these people who run away from this country, forgetting that he has to spend something like 3,60,000 crores a year. And none of them have 3,60,000 crores. None of them even have 4,000 to 5,000 crores. And he's been lying that he'll get money from all of them. I don't know where he's going to get the money. He's going to tax the middle class out of existence, I guess, if he wants to do that. And his own party, I think, is very apprehensive because the former finance minister refuses to clarify where the money is going to come from. And the great Sam Pitroda, in his usual caustic way, says the middle class will have to pay more taxes for the lesser Britain, forgetting that all along the middle class has paid taxes and taken care of the people at the bottom of the pyramid. And we don't need him to come and advise us. We don't need him to come here and make arrogant statements about what we should do. He's not a taxpayer of this country. He's not a resident of this country. And we don't want busybodies to come here and interfere with our lives.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here and also hit the bell icon to make sure you get notified. To donate, please click this button.